Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer and I'm an online reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and ThredUp. Today is a what sold video. These are items that sold for me between December 1st to December 15th. I will go over what they sold for, what I ended up making after fees, and then at the end what I'm going to be putting into my bank account. Now I just started these, well, I just started this channel, but I also just started the what solds, and so I'm still trying to get into the rhythm of exactly how I want to share everything. I have to admit I haven't done that great since moving to North Carolina on keeping my spreadsheet up to date. That is my goal for 2022, is to make sure that I am documenting everything in a workflow. Not just going months at a time and then updating everything all at once. So I'm trying to work that into my routine. I have all my receipts. I have, all of that information. Is just not all in one place, easily accessible, which I am hoping to change that in 2022. So first we're going to go over sales on Poshmark, and I had 24 of them. The first sale was Dr. Martens brown leather split toe Oxford, size 7 men's, 8 ladies. These sold for $20, and after fees I made $16. Now I should have cleaned these up more. I didn't. They were the very first Doc Martens I ever found. They were from one of the first thrift trips I ever went on. I only spent $5 on them. I wasn't even sure they were real in the beginning. I figured out they were. They've been listed for a really long time, and I really should have just cleaned them up a little bit to do them justice, but I didn't. But they're gone. Someone got a great deal on Doc Martens, and I will know better for next time. Next is this Impeccable Pig Faux Sherpa Winter Black and White Plaid Checkered Vest, size small. This sold for $15. It was a Poshmark VA offer acceptance, so there was a shipping discount of $150 and I made $10.50. Poshmark VA is a Chrome Google extension that I use. It shares my closet, and it also sends out a certain percentage offer with discount shipping on anyone who likes an item. Next is this Nike Pro Combat black and gray fitted long sleeve running athletic top. This sold for $17 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and I made $12.10. Next are these silver jeans Tuesday Slim boot. It's a dark wash women's, size 26. These sold for $18 and I made $14.40. Silver doesn't sell very well for me. I thought they would sell a lot better. I think the silver men's jeans would most likely do a lot better. Next is this Gap Pure Perfect Pocket V-neck dark charcoal long sleeve tee, size small. This was new with tags. It sold for $13 and I made $10.05. This I had listed while I was still in Oklahoma, and then of course I took it off. I relisted it and it sold within a few days after I got it relisted. Get your stuff listed. Next is this Victoria's Secret vertical stripe button-up PJ top. It was a sleep shirt and it was size medium. This sold for $12, and with the Poshmark VA offer with the $150 with the $1.50 discount, after that I made $7.55. Words are hard. Every video, words are hard. Next is this Day Trip semi-sheer beige tan and brown embellished long sleeve, size medium. This was sold for $14 and I made $11.05. This was at one of the stores that I go to, one of the thrifts that I go to that always has their stuff half off, which I don't know why they call it half off. It just looks good when they say, oh, buy one, get one free. So it looks like you're getting one free, but you're actually spending the same amount on each item. But it's a mind game. My cost of goods when I go there is right under $2 because everything is $3.75, but half off. Next is this ASOS Curve Black Textured Stretch Pull-On Pants, plus size women, size 24. These sold for $29 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and I made $21.70. These I got at Salvation Army. It was one of the first ASOS that I picked up, and it was a very large size, so, and it's had a lot of attention. It just never sold until now. It's been relisted several times. Next, this is Carhartt Rugged Flex Relax Fit Canvas Work Pants. Men's size 36-32. They sold for $20 and I made $16. They were in pretty rough shape, so I wasn't going to price them up very high, but Carhartt I've seen always really sells even in rough shape because it's a good brand and a lot of times people use it to work in, so they really don't care what it looks like or if it has a small hole or, you know, whatnot. Next is this Blyosi Einstein Newton math equation all over print hoodie. It was a men's size small. This sold for $21 with a $1.50 discount, and I made $15.30. This was another thing that I have just had sitting in my garage when I finally went through everything from moving, got it listed, and it sold within 2 days. Get your stuff listed. Next are these Camics. Anyway, there was black and gray Camo Kids insulated snow boots, boys size 11. These sold for $28 and I made $22.40. I had these priced up really high because I would almost keep them in case my son would need them, but we live in North Carolina, so the chances of us needing snow boots is very, very low. The one kicker on these was the fact that the right boot was missing the bungee cord. So they sold before, and I sent a message making sure that they realized that the bungee was missing. She came back and said, "Oh no, I didn't, please cancel." It's like, okay. This lady, she did know, and got them and was perfectly fine with them. Next are these Donald J. Pliner S1 Iris Elastic Navy Blue Slip-On Block Heel. They were women's size 8. They sold for $30 and my net was $24. And these I got in a fill bag sale. I've had these for a while. I was about to pull them and send them to ThredUp, and they sold. So, works for me. Next are these Can high-rise buttonfly distressed tapered leg medium wash denim size 13/30. These sold for $19 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and after that I made $13.70. They're not high dollar sales, but sale's a sale. Next are these UGG Australia Rockstar studded full zip shearling chestnut color size 5. These sold for $45 with a $1.50 shipping discount. That was another Posher VA acceptance, and I made $34.50. These were actually my grandmother's. She was downsizing a lot of her stuff. These were, I don't even think she wore them. They were in perfect condition, but the kicker was they were size 5. They were so tiny. Next are these Kavu blue and white stripe rayon capri pants, women's size medium. They sold for $17 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and I made $12.10. I got 2 items. One was these pants, and then a purse, I don't know, a crossbody purse that I use because I love that thing. I will never get rid of that one. I will wear that one until it dies. Next are these Beta brand pattern cigarette skinny leg dress yoga pants, size medium. These sold for $31 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and after that I made $23.30. I will always pick up Beta brand. A career wear comfort pant, and I've done really well. They sell around the $30 to $40 mark. These weren't listed very long at all before they sold, so I got a few more that are extra large, but they're petites, and I don't think a lot of people search petite, and I don't know if it would be beneficial for me to actually list it just under extra large on the setting on Poshmark and then just put in there it was petite, but then if I don't do that, they could come back. I don't know. All the decisions. Next are these. This is a great sale. Timberland Euro Hiker Popcorn 2.0 high top leather hiking boots. They were men's size 11.5. They sold for $55, and after fees I made $44. These were at my local thrift in town. They usually price up their shoes, so I don't go get them very often. Now, if you watch my last What Sold video, it had a whole bunch of boots. That's the same place. She marked some down. I mean, that was just a good haul. Now these, I couldn't figure out why they were priced so low. They were only priced at $8. The other Timberlands that they have are priced at $45. So I don't know if they didn't know what the brand was or because there was a little bit of scuffing and stuff. I have no idea. Anyway, these were $8 and they sold for $55, and I was extremely happy with that. Next is this Matilda Jane Once Upon a Time Perchance to Dream floral striped dress, size 8. These sold for $17 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and after fees I made $12.10. This came from a cheerleading fundraiser garage sale. It was everything, you just pay what you want except for clothing. Clothing was like $5 a bag or something. My entire haul was like $65, and I'm already way in the profit. So, yay. Next are these men's brown, navy blue checkered plaid waistcoat dress vest size 2X. This sold for $17 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and after fees I made $12.10. This was at my local thrift in town. It was changing over the seasons. They had a 25-cent sale on their clothing. I saw this there a few times, and because of the pattern, I was like, someone's gonna want this because of this pattern. I was really happy to get $17 out of it, so I probably would have sold it for $10. Next is this American Eagle blue wide leg trousers, women's size 10 regular. These sold for $15 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and after fees I made $10.50. I have not been able to sell any of my American Eagle. I have a whole bag dedicated to American Eagle. I think I'm going to take some of them to Plato's Closet just to get rid of some of it. Now these weren't something I would take to Plato's Closet. This and all of my American Eagle I've spent like a quarter on. So it's not that, you know, I am not going to make my money back on them. It's just they're sitting. I can't sell American Eagle jeans for some reason. Next is a Sesame Street Cookie Monster Pajama Raglan style top, size extra large. Sold this for $15 with a $1.50 shipping discount, and after fees I made $10.50. This was at a Fill-A-Bag at the Tinker Air Force Base thrift shop in Oklahoma. I love that sale and I miss it so much. I also got some Cookie Monster pajama pants, but those sold separately before. So next was this new with tags J. Jill dark shale pleated skirt, women's size 10. This sold for $35, and after fees I made $28. I was really excited for the sale. I didn't really think it would sell this high, to be completely honest. I thought it was going to sell it around $20. So selling this for $35, I will take it. These were an exciting sale because I knew that these would sell real well, and I'm pretty sure this was a guest buyer, which, you know, when you get those guest buyers, you do a little dance because you know everything's going to go perfectly fine. Knock on wood. So these are FootJoy Dry Joys OptiFlex leather alligator saddle golf shoes, a men's size 13. They sold for $65, and after fees I made $52. These were at one of the thrift stores that I go to that have everything half off, but everything's like $3.75. These were actually marked at $5, which I was happy to pay. I probably would have paid $10 for these because when I used the Google Lens to look up and see that, I saw how much they retailed for and everything. I was like, oh yeah, I'm picking these up. Now, and the great beautiful thing is that, and I didn't clean these. They still had grass and everything because they had the little divots to, you know, to walk on the greens and stuff like that. And a couple of them were chipped off. Still sold. Oh well. Alright. Last sale was these Harold's chocolate brown 100% leather pants size 4. These sold for $30 with a $2.46 shipping discount. After fees I made $21.54. Anytime I see 100% leather, I pretty much pick it up if I can get it for real cheap, because 100% leather pants, all the ones that I've had have sold. I think I have one more, and most of them are like no names. They're just Harold's and Pantology, I think the other one was. So I will continue to do that. I am perfectly fine doing that. So out of all the 24 sales, the gross sales amount, this is the amount that the people paid for the item, was $598. All the shipping discounts was $21.96. So taking away the shipping discount and fees, my gross net was $455.39. My cost of goods for everything was $55. So the amount that went into my bank account was $400.39. I am stoked at that number. All right, on eBay. So on these eBay sales, I'm going to tell you what they paid, including shipping, because I don't pay for shipping, they pay for shipping. So I'll give you, when I say that it sold for $30, that means $30, which includes shipping that they paid for. So first we have this Pronto Uomo silk blend. It's made in Italy. Silk cotton blend mock neck long sleeve sweater, size large. This sold for $30, which includes shipping. It was made in Italy, and I knew this would sell because it had the silk blend in it, and this was a buy one get one free at the cash only thrift store that supports battered women. Next is this J. Jill Ponte gray leggings, women's size medium. They were stretchy and pull on. These sold for $25.48, including shipping. Next is this Old Navy Ivory Gold Glitter Metallic Tapestry Brocade Blazer Car Coat, size small. This sold for $28.36. This was missing a button. I thought maybe I could get more for it because it was more of a substantial piece. But in the end, I just went ahead and accepted this offer because it's big and thick and it was flawed. So I thought it would get a little bit more, but I'm okay with that. I only spent $6 on it, so I made a decent profit. Next is this Fresh Produce blue button-up long-sleeve shirt jacket made in USA, women's size extra large. This sold for $12.50. This sold for so low was because it had holes. It was stained all over the place. I almost redonated it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to list it because it's Fresh Produce. They have a great following. It's still a good garment. And, so I figured someone would buy it, and someone did. And when they came across saying that I had a watcher, I sent an offer for $8 and they accepted it. So list your flawed items. Don't be scared to sell your flawed items. Unfortunately, I have sold several flawed items, and it's not on purpose. It's from items that I have sourced that I thought were fine, and then I get them home and they're not fine. Next is this Pelican Pro Gear Voyager iPad Air 2 Ultra Rugged Protection with Kickstand Case. This was new in package. Just sold for $17.39. I think I spent like $1 on this, and it was new in package, and I figured, someone's gonna want that. And it was for a newer iPad. If it was for like an older iPad, I wouldn't have gotten it, but since it was for a newer version of the iPad, that's why I picked it up. Next is this LL Bean No Fly Zone Zip Leg Convertible Green Hiking Pants, women's size small regular. These sold for $38.95. I think these were vintage. I'm not 100% sure. Not vintage. They may have been vintage. I don't know. But I don't think they made them anymore, this particular style. I listed these and they sold, I think that within the same day. They sold real quick. Next is this Saheli Athletic Hiking Stretch Skirt Gray Paisley Print, size 8. This sold for a total of $18.51. I will pick up all the skirts. Any athletic skirt like this, I will pick them up because they sell. It may take them a little while. This one took a little bit and it didn't sell for much, but I mean, when I get them for $0.25, I'm going to pick those up. Next was this Goat USA gray embroidered long sleeve drawstring hoodie, men's size medium. It sold for $31.12. I saw that there was a goat. I'm like, someone's gonna want this goat. If it was a large, I probably would have kept it, but it wasn't. It was a medium, it was smaller. This again sold really, really fast, and I was happy to take that offer. I think, I spent $2.50 on it, so that was good. Next is this M Magashoni black with brown trim quilted double zip vest men's size large. This sold for $27.56. I'm actually shocked I got as much as I did because I saw comps that were actually selling for lower. It did have a couple string loose threads, so it wasn't perfect, so that was great for me. Next is this Columbia Sportswear popcorn knit brown mock neck long sleeve women's size large. This sold for $30.24, and it was more of a substantial piece from Columbia. It had a really cool neck button detail, and the material was like I think it's called popcorn knit, but it looked really nice. It was in really great condition, and I knew someone would want that. Next is this Loft off-white with black kitty cat outline long sleeve sweater, women's size extra large. This sold for $36.06. When I saw this sweater, I first saw it was Loft, and I was like, oh, and then I saw the kitty cat outline on it, and I'm like, someone's looking for this right now. So I listed it, and it sold within a day. So someone was looking for it. They were just waiting for me to list it. Next is this American Eagle 360 super stretch kick boot medium wash 0 regular. They sold for $24.49. I just said that I don't sell American Eagle, and I just sold 2. And surprisingly, they were really small sizes, so who knows? Who knows? Next is this Soft Surroundings white contract. I don't think it was supposed to be white contrast. I don't know. White gauze lace eyelet hem Savannah PJ pants size extra large. These sold for $38.26, and they were really pretty. And when I looked up comps were really decent on it, so I was really excited about that. Next is these Rock Revival Gwen boot women's size 30 medium dark wash. These sold for it sold for $47.78. Rock Revival, I will not pay up for. I also will not expect to sell them for much. I'm actually pretty surprised I sold them this high, but I will continue to pick them up when I can get them for to under $5. And this one is, I got it for $2. Next is this Walt Disney red embroidered Mickey Mouse robe with pockets. This is kid size 4-5 small. This sold for $34.42. I have had this from my very first thrift trip when I began thrifting to resell back in, I think, June of 2020. I got this for 10 cents, and it didn't sell. I couldn't believe that this thing would not sell. It was the cutest thing ever. Well, then my son was starting to get older, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just keep it for him. And then I was like, no, someone's going to want this. And I am so glad that I continued to relist it. And I did, and it sold for a great price. So made a great profit on that one. Last but not least is this Old Navy mustard yellow high-rise pixie honey. High-rise pixie honey I'm home skinny pants size 14. These sold for $20.25. These actually I sent to ThredUp, and they rejected them, and I was like, I wonder why they rejected them. And then I started taking pictures of them, and they had little stains and stuff all over them. I'm like, that's why they rejected them. So I almost redonated them, but I decided to go ahead and list them because they were a larger size, and I am glad I did. Alright, so Mercari just didn't do anything for me. And this is why I cross-post. Because if I did not cross-post, I wouldn't be making... Look at all that money. Almost $300 that I would have missed out on. Oh. Okay, so there were only 7 sales on Mercari. The first one was the 7-7 Brooks knit denim leggings skinny leg black jeggings, women's size 10. This sold for $19, and after fees I made $16.25. These I picked up at a garage sale not too long ago. I have to say I'm pretty excited that I must be picking up good items, because a lot of the items that I'm listing are selling like quickly. So yay. I feel better about the stuff that I'm picking up now. Next was the same garage sale trip, just a different house. It was this J America Gray USA Hockey long sleeve pullover sweatshirt, women's size medium. This was for $21, and after fees I made $17.99. I would have kept this if this was a large. I am a hockey fan, Detroit Red Wings fan, but it was just too small. Next, this is Fieldmaster Nordic Fair Isle blue and white grandpa long sleeve sweater, size large. Sold this for $10, and after fees I made $8.41. I probably would have made more, but there was some color transfer on this one. So anytime I do get anything like that and there's whatever, I will still sell it. I wear flawed items all the time. I keep all of my flawed, well, not all of them. I keep a lot of items that were flawed and wear them perfectly fine. Next is this Anne Lewin, 100% pure cotton maroon crimson tie front robe, size large. This sold for $15, and after fees I made $12.76. Next is this Bread and Boxers textured gray pullover, size large. This could have been a unisex piece. This sold for $15, and after fees I made $12.76. This was a brand I've never picked up before, so I decided to try it, and it did well. It flipped real quick, less than 30 days maybe. Next is Copen. Is it Copen or Copen? Copen blue-green Southwestern Aztec Fair Isle fleece hooded pullover, size large. This sold for $24, and after fees I made $20.60. This actually, I ordered a coat for my daughter on Poshmark, and I had to open up a case because the zipper was damaged. Like, you couldn't zip it back up. It was missing the little piece that you put in the zipper to zip it up. And so I opened up a case, and I was thinking, because I only bought it for $10, I thought, okay, well, maybe Poshmark will do they would just tell me to keep the item, refund me, and pay the seller, but they didn't. They said, okay, send it back. Well, I started actually looking in her closet, and there was a couple pieces in there that I was like, I could probably actually make some money on this. So I did. I told her, I was like, hey, how about, or would you accept this offer on these two items that you have in your closet, and then I'll just cancel the return, And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So I emailed Poshmark and I told them, I want to cancel the return, go ahead and shut down the case. And I ordered those two pieces. One of them is still listed, but this one did sell pretty quickly. So I do have $8.25 into it. So I didn't make like a lot, but I did at least double my money. So this next one was the same yard sale that I got that USA Hockey sweatshirt from. And it was a Fanatics NHL Boston Bruins breakaway home jersey, black, yellow, size medium. It was in fantastic condition. I don't even think it was worn, but it was like an authentic jersey, and I was like, this right here. When I was looking at it, she's like, oh, are you a Bruins fan? I was like, I'm a hockey fan. Not a Bruins fan, but I will be selling this. So this sold for $52, and after fees I made $44.99. I sent $1 on that. I was super stoked about getting that offer on that jersey. So that was my measly 7 sales. The gross net was $133. My cost of goods was $20.10. So the amount that I'm putting in my bank is $112.90. Now, with all 3 platforms put together, I am putting in my bank account $778.51 for sales for the past 2 weeks. I am happy with that. I am still trying to get back into the groove of things. It's almost Christmas time. my next what sold will be pretty good because I am having some great sales. 5 of them today. I'm consistently trying to list about 15 a day on all 3 platforms. So I have been doing. I'm starting to see the results of that. Because when you're consistent, you're going to get consistent sales. I'm putting $700, almost $800 in my bank account, so I'll take it. That's almost my mortgage for the house in Oklahoma. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe. I will have more what solds, hauls, unboxings, all the fun reseller stuff. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one.